I'm Courtney Boyd-Myers, or it says Courtney Ray, which is my married name on Zoom. This is my daughter, Romy, who'll probably be jumping in and out. And then we've got Izzy Clark, who's showing up as a Maya Varma. So one of those live streams, guys. We'll get it together, and we're just working with the local team on the ground at Reteti to get them online as well. But do not worry, the elephants are eagerly awaiting to be fed. I'll just introduce myself first. We have been, building Reteti for almost 10 years. Next year is our 10-year anniversary. And this is my almost 1-year anniversary of joining the team. We did this last year in December, where we brought together all of our donors from 2024 as like a thank you and just a way to close out the year after Giving Tuesday and all the hard work that the Reteti team has done. And so we're just so excited to do that again with you guys. It's amazing to see 150 people have already joined from all over the world. We have like a couple thousand donors. And so that's representing, a pretty good percentage of our total donor community that's here with us today. Oh, amazing. Oh my God, Dorothy, woman of the hour. I just will stop talking now and pass it over to Dorothy to introduce herself. But before I do, just a moment for our new swag, Dorothy. We've got new Reteti hats. And Dorothy, can you show everyone your t-shirt? Yeah. So we've got fresh swag in the Reteti shop for you guys. If you go to the Reteti shop on our website, check it out. We've been having a great Christmas sale for this month. All proceeds go to Reteti. So without further ado, Dorothy, please introduce yourself to all of our donors who are joining for today.
So hi everyone, my name is Dorothy. Here I'm at Reteti as I work as an elephant keeper. We are happy that you are joining us this evening. Happy to join us. We are doing feeding now, whereby we
we can't hear you again. Dorothy, whatever you're doing, just stay close to the phone so we can hear you.
If you keep we've lost you again. If you come a bit closer to the microphone.
Sorry guys, and now can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So guys, we are doing the evening feed, and you can hear some rampant of our elephants. It is feeding time, whereby we have rescued so many animals here. We have 45 elephants at the moment, where they have been rescued as a result of falling into the wild, others being separated from their families, all this due to climate change. And basically, we raise them, and then later on, we release them back into the world when they reach an age of 7 years. At the moment, our babies are being grouped into different groups according to approximate age, because when we release them back, we release them together as a group, since that will help them to stay and be happy before now they reunite back to their original family.
And who we got there? Hey, Naomi.
Hey. So we got Naomi, we have Longan, and you can see we have Kalepo over there, a baby elephant. We have Sek, and we have like sad stories from these babies. None of them came when they are healthy. Falling into the well is them very challenging, because they come when they have other challenges. And but the keepers are very dedicated to their work, that always they make sure that our priority is our baby elephants. And then the elephants are helping all of us. It is helping the community. We buy goat milk, feed them from the local women from the Samburu community. We also get employed because of taking care of elephants. All of us are from the Samburu community. We get education, whereby we give our children bursaries when they go to school. So generally, the elephants are really like helping all of us. We couldn't be this happy if it were not these elephants. So saving them is a priority here because it will make all of us feel safe. Our entire ecosystem will be like, it's very amazing because of living in harmony. And having all these numbers, you can like, people might think it is because of poaching. There is no poaching anymore here. All this is due to climate change. And in northern part of Kenya, we face difficulty of drought most of our seasons. And now contribute these babies being left alone by the family because of diseases, being sick, and others like being injured. Like we have one with a short trunk. I will show you because the signal is not good, but I hope he will come closer so that we can see him. So,
so Dorothy, can you also tell us when we're about to see the feeding, and also tell us a little bit about the song we're just about to hear? And these babies look hungry, so I don't want to hold them up too much longer.
So we are about to see Longuro. Longuro is the one with a short trunk who was attacked by the hyena. We are about to see Naisiriria. We are also about to see Kalepo, among others. There are many. And again, the keepers here, we sing because we want to soothe our animals. That's just to make them happy, since these are like our little babies. So we sing like, this is a song happens in the wells when we are feeding our animals water. But now here, we apply it because we want our elephants to feel like they're part of us. There is something little you do for an elephant, and they will never forget you for that. Always make sure they're happy. Always make sure they're always satisfied. And there's nothing they're missing from us.
Thank you, Dorothy. I think because we started a little late, we can definitely start the feed, and then we can finish up with more questions and keep everyone on.
So the feeding has happened when we were like trying to connect because they can't wait. But again, you can see all of them here. We have one who was late, Larai. So probably we'll see one getting fit.
Okay, and could you have them sing the song too, please? And then we'll do Larai's feeding.
Sure, we can, yeah. Did you hear that?
Yeah, we did. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I think there's a lot of foster parents in the group. I think there's some people who would love to see Longuru or Lomunyak or Nasimari.
Nasimari, she's here. This is Nasimari. Hi, Nasimari. For a Lomunyak. What a Lomunyak. Right. Konguro.
We have the tiny ones, we have the middle one, and we have the grown-up elephant.
Did I lost you?
Nope, you got us.
All right, this is Longuro. He's saying hi. Nguralai. Nguralai. Muralai. This is Sek. Sek is living with one eye. Nice area.
How many people do you have feeding?
Dorothy, is Lankalier there?
Langailer.
Yeah.
Langailer.
Oh, amazing.
And then Lomunyak is over there. He's busy with Babala. You know, Babala is his best friend. So after his feed, he went close to the gauge where the Babala stays, just to check on him. But he's doing well too.
Amazing. Who else do we have requests to see? Let's see. Bule.
Bule. Bule. Bule. Bule. Bule. Bule. Bule.
And Leroy. And
Leroy
Bule.
and Lorian.
This is Bule. Say hi. And then the Lomunyak is here. Lomunyak. Hey, Lomunyak. Lomunyak. Lomunyak is happy. Saying hi. You can hear the rampeting. Munyagai, munyagai, munyagai. Lomunyak.
Yes. So
And we've got requesting for Nagamama
Kimani.
and Kamani.
Kimani. Bolulu Kimani matadali babayo. Kapani Kimani baya kali. Yeah. Kabolu akam ke you parents nyana nando. Rigiri kaga dalbara. Let's wait for Kimani to come.
A few people have mentioned watching the film that just came out on Reteti. So I just wanted to share that link. It's called Rescue. It very prominently features Dorothy, and it's $3 to watch on Amazon. So I just shared the link with you guys. It's 20 minutes. It's very sweet. So give it a watch over the holidays if you haven't seen it already.
Yeah.
And then we've got a couple of questions coming in about how many keepers do we have in Reteti right now?
We have 112 keepers.
Amazing, doing amazing work. And then someone's about Alongor and Lomunyak still best friends?
Yes, they're still best friends, but Babala is winning Lomunyak from all the groups. Like Lomunyak is really adopting Babala so well that we feel like the story is so amazing that we will soon share in our Instagram and in our social media, because these two elephants show a lot of connection, that just we feel they are more like brothers, like blood, because they can always like feel lonely when the other one is not around, and they love each other. They can play together, and the Lomunyak will always be resting like comfortable if Babala is close by to him. So we are about to share their story, and I think everybody will love their bond so much.
Izzy, I know you're also working on the questions. So many good ones. First of all, Jane and Ken asked about rain. I was just there. We've been getting a lot of rain. How is the weather there today? Are you guys expecting more rain?
The weather is so good today that even we didn't experience like a hot sun. And maybe we are praying for more rains, because our elephants are very excited always for the rains. Since when we have rains, we have plenty of plants, we have good water, and we have like very amazing environments. So we don't know whether this month will have a lot of rains, but we are expecting some more showers coming, maybe for the Christmas holiday and so forth.
Okay. Izzy, what other questions do we have?
So we've got a question about when a baby elephant first comes into the sanctuary. I know the keepers stay with them 24/7. Do the keepers actually sleep right next to the babies or up above them? How does that work?
It is very interesting that when a baby elephants arrive in the sanctuary, we first have to put them in the quarantine. Quarantine is the isolation room whereby they need that motherly care. They need love. They need like to adjust into the environment. So we, the keepers, sleep next to the baby because they need us at that moment. So it's not like something that we don't do. Yes, we do. We sleep with them when like they're little and they're fragile and they have trauma. Until like now they recover, they become happy. That's when we can now let them stay as a heart together.
Thank you. And then we've got some questions about what their favorite playtime activities are.
What are? Sorry.
Their favorite playtime activities.
Oh, mostly they like playing in the morning, just after like say 6 a.m. feed in the bush, like whereby they do like sliding, especially when it has rained, and the soil is a bit wet. And again in the evening hours, they like playing, like bonding together. You see them pushing each other around, biting other in the tail. Just like those are gestures, communication for the elephants. And they're so happy together. Actually, you can see them. Maybe I can just try to show you how they are playing over there. You see Lomunyak and Courtney and Loro. They are getting connected together. Kimani?
Yeah, we've got a lot of people looking to see Kamani, so if you can come over.
And I know we have so many foster parents on this call, which is so amazing. We try to do the updates every other month right now. I think we're probably at like the 2.5 month mark, so we're a little late, but they've all been written. We just got like into the crazy end of the year season, and they're all going out in the next 10 days. The next release herd update will be going out in January because we just sent that to you guys in November. So stand by for all those. They're amazing. Peter wrote them with the team. I think they're one of my favorite updates yet. Do we have Kamani?
Kimani is coming. It's coming. Kimani.
And Dorothy, we've got a question on how we prepare the elephants to live in the wild again.
So like preparing them to go back in. So well, this is something when they start like immediately when they arrive here. That's why our elephants is always used to their natural habitat, because we want them to understand more about their living life. And that's like start from the arrival, whereby the baby will just be in the quarantine for a few days, depend with the condition. But later on, they will start now going out, foraging, coming back. And then when they reach about 6.5, sometimes some of them 5.5 approximate age, we start weaning them. We stop interaction, reducing human contact, separating them with the group who will be staying. They will be spending long hours in the bush, reducing feeding, diluting milk, and then that's how we prepare them psychologically so that they focus on the plants, on the other things that they can find by themselves. And then later on, after like now they are being prepared, they will also feel like they no longer need milk, especially when we are like now diluting, adding more water it will lose like the content of what they need in it. And now they will be like, I need to take care of myself in the bush. And having that, our elephants will always be like excited when it is time for them to be now free living. Sorry to
Great,
cut.
thank you.
I just want to show you Kimani.
Ah, yeah, fabulous.
Kimani is there. Hi, Kim. Kim like. Can you see him?
Yeah.
Tiny trunk.
And we've got a question
Kimani.
over whether Kimani and Salai still continue to be friends.
We think yes, because like that was his best friend since their arrival. And you know, when people like when the animals connect at that tender age, definitely they will live to be friends forever. And that's like what we are like, something that we are waiting eagerly to witness how these two little ones, Silai and Kimani, will be doing in the world together.
And then we had one more question kind of linked to sort of how you prepare the elephants for going back into the wild. How big an area are they released into the wild around you? And how much do you see them in the future over the years? Maybe we can talk a bit about the release herd.
So releasing them back into the world, we don't have like a fence area here. This is a big land that is being lived by the Samburu indigenous community. And these elephants, they have freedom, like they can move as far as they want. What we do here is just like prepare them, put them collars for trackers so that we can see where they are. They are free even to go to our neighboring counties if they want, because elephants know their corridor line, and we are also hoping in the future they will be integrating back to their original families. It can be not everybody, but some of them, yes. And elephants don't need like to have just a specific area to do. They have to be given a freedom, because we have like what we call climate change here, whereby it can be raining in different areas at different season time. And now it is hard if we just release them in a specific fence area. That's why we Reteti decided not to give our elephants to stay in a fence area, just allow them to have freedom of moving all over northern circuit if they want.
Brilliant, thank you so much, Dorothy. And then we've got another question over just do you know about how many fully wild elephants are in the area for them to join eventually once they are returned fully into the wild?
We have thousands of elephants nowadays, many especially in Samburu area. We have a very big population, more than 300,000. No, more than 3,000 or even more. I can't tell exact because like lastly they were doing like census, and now I think the number has increased more than the previous year when they did census.
Brilliant. And then we've got a couple of questions coming in specifically for Longuro and whether he will be able to be released back into the wild with his shorter trunk. I know it's a question that we get often, so could you just explain that one quickly?
I can say that Longuro is really pretty doing very well, because he came when he was very small baby, approximate of 2 weeks old. He's now like about almost 5 years, and he has shown us a lot of good skills, whereby at the beginning Longuro used to kneel down and pick like plants directly using his mouth. Nowadays, as he continued to grow, he also learned a lot of good ways that he can help himself. So he pulled the plants together using his leg, and then he raised his leg a little bit, and he grabbed using his small trunk. And again, as you can see, Longuro, he has little tusks, whereby his little tusks and also make his like build a lot of muscles that he can push the trees down and he feed when he's standing. The most amazing thing about elephants, we need to understand and learn that elephants are very kind animals and they are very loving and caring. Donguro will never have challenge of going back in so well, because even here in this group that he's being raised with, they help him most of the time, especially during dry season. You see them pushing the plants down and they let him like feed on. Sometimes they can lead him to water holes so that they can like throw some showers to their bodies and Longuro receives some. So he's not limited. It's something that we are still learning, but we are really positive about his progress, which is like we can't wait to also share when it is time now for him to go back in so well.
Thank you so much, Dorothy. And then we've also got a question around the other animals that are currently in the care at the sanctuary.
Other animals?
Yeah.
So we have other species. Basically, we are trying to focus save all the little babies who suffer in northern part of Kenya. So we have other success stories of our babies that we have other species that we have rescued, and later on they have gone back into the world, and some of them now with little babies, whom like it's like they are trying now to start like raising small families. So we have almost rescued all the species, and among all the other species we have rescued among the special 5 of North. We have the Besa oryx, we have Garanak, Somali ostrich, we have what is the other one? No, not Lesakudu. We have like sorry guys. We have an Ilan is not a special 5. So we have a Besa oryx, we have Garanak, we have Somali ostrich, we have the reticulated giraffe, and we have another one. I said Garanak, yeah. Another one is we don't have the gravy zebra here. I'll remember and then I will let you know. So all those species, we don't choose for them where they want to go. It is easy for them to win themselves out of human connection. It's like they're admiring their nature, their natural habitat, more than that how like we take care of them. And that's a good thing, since that is where they belong. And so many of them have already like integrated back into the world, and they're very happy. And at the moment we have reticulated giraffe, we have Somali ostrich that we are now feeding milk. We have also a small dik. We have Garanok, and we have Lesakudu.
And do they all have their own specific formulas as well as the elephants do?
For them, we only give them goat milk. You know, goat milk is very nutritious milk, and also it is good for all of us, including humans. But now with the elephants, the reason why we have to add other supplements to the elephant's milk is because of addition of calories, since goats can produce less calories compared to elephants, sorry. So giving them like other supplements which are familiar with their natural habitat, this is just to boost their calories level to reach the normal calories level. An elephant requires 16,000 calories a day. That's why we feed them 4 times a day, 4 times at night, around the 24 hours. And that's like 2 liters after every 3 hours. And that counts like 2 liters, get like 2,000 calories. So when you calculate all that, it is like 16,000 calories. But for the other species, you just give them goat milk. You don't need to complicate, because goat milk is enough to provide what they could get from their mom milk.
Thank you so much, Dorothy. And then we've got a great question just come in from Jill as well around so when the elephants are rescued from the wells, are they ever reluctant then to approach the wells as a result of it?
Sorry, repeat please.
No problem. So when the elephants which are rescued from the wells, do they then have fear associated with the well as a result? And do you have to kind of retrain them to be able to kind of approach it?
They don't have like that big challenge, because when they start now growing, they will have like trunk, and they will be using the trunk to get water, whereby they just stretch and they grab water. So it is not something that they fear going on, since we start by showing them shallow wells around here. We make where they can drink water is very shallow, and where they can do mud bath is shallow, that they feel they will like not stuck into it. So it's just like you convince them, although elephants are very smart, but again, convincing them and always showing them positive way, they will never have fear of well when you release them back into the well, because many of them came as that reason, but they don't have difficulty of getting water from the wells during dry season.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you so much. I'm just trying to see if we've missed any others on here. See, Courtney, there's maybe one that you can take between the connection with the San Diego Wildlife Alliance.
Sorry? Yeah. Sorry.
So this is one
sure.
for...
What was the question on San Diego Zoo?
Yeah, the connection with the San Diego Wildlife Alliance.
Yeah, so that's the name of the nonprofit attached to the San Diego Zoo. They came in for our World Elephant Day campaign as a match donor. So they put in $65K so far this year. They have another $50K committed every year for the next few years to support the mobile vet vehicle that we fundraise successfully for, thanks to all of you, for World Elephant Day. So we are in the process of buying that vehicle. I think on Thursday, so yesterday or Wednesday, we did our last round of interviews to hire the new vet who will obviously operate that vehicle. And there's a few other new jobs that'll come also with that whole vehicle. So it's not just the truck, it's not just the rescues, but again, new jobs and supporting the community. So yeah, thank you guys so much. And San Diego Zoo are just basically an amazing donor partner for us. They also recently visited Reteti, and they've got a lot of experience in taking care of elephants too. So there's a good amount of knowledge share happening between the two orgs as well. Colleen, that might have been a previous question with the San Diego Zoo to when I joined in terms of helping with the formula. Dorothy, do you know how much the San Diego Zoo helped with the formula?
They have contributed a lot with the formula, a lot, because even they used to send their team here to come and help us with the formula, and also they facilitate our team to go there, learn from them. So San Diego has always been like part of us since the beginning, that we don't take their support for granted, and we hope like they will continue to support us in the future, because they have been like a tool for Reteti that we don't take for granted. Helping in the lab, equipping our lab, and also expecting more support from them is something that we really appreciate as Reteti and the entire community.
Barb, Reteti started in 2016, and so 2026 is our 10-year anniversary, guys, and we're going to be celebrating. We've got some great fundraising activities. I'll talk a little bit about it, but we're going to be expanding Reteti, having a new BOMA site to support our rewilding efforts. Looks like we'll probably be doing a fundraiser in London to kick off our new UK charity that we're setting up. And we're also going to be working on doing a fundraiser in New York City. So be on the lookout for Reteti on the road, if you will, hopefully coming to a city near you soon. But yeah, we are really excited to just find ways to better connect our global community. So yeah, 10 years. And yes, Chrissy Moran, what a great time to shout out. She is organizing a Chicago fundraiser at, I think, my favorite pizza place in the world, Polly G's. And so that will be a really fun night of watching more baby elephant feedings and raising money. If you guys are Canada's Barb is pretty close to Chicago. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know, but depending on where in Canada you are. But yeah, the Chicago one will probably be happening in April. So that'll be our next. London probably June, and New York probably September. So we will absolutely invite everyone to all of those.
Great. And then we've got a question coming in, a couple of questions over about who is the youngest member at Reteti at the moment. Is it still Kimani? Are they still the baby of the group?
Kimani still feel like he's the baby because like everybody loves him. When he came around the other female, he's always like being protected, surrounded. But we have little one called Loigama. Loigama came in as a result of falling into the well. And honestly, we felt like Loigama just fall into the well just like when he was a day old. Because even the body was not well formed. The ears were not like well formed all over his body. But now he's like kind of taking like strength. He's really doing well. Together with Nasulu, Nombar, among others. So we have little ones, more like younger than Kimani, but always Kimani is also special for all of us.
Of course. And then we've had some questions over how all of the elephants get their names.
We name them after the place we rescue. Apart from Longuro, who was named because of the short trunk. That is like Longuro is in Samburu name, means short. And then Namunyak, who names as Lucky. He was Lucky Elephant because he was drawn in the water. He was drawn in a river, attacked by the crocodile. And later on, when he was out, he was attacked by a lion. And he survived. And he was like, that time he was about 1.5 weeks. So we named him Lucky. That's why we name him Namunyak.
Lovely. And then we've got a great question from Lee as well around the process at Reteti and how it makes a positive change for the human community as well in the surrounding areas of Reteti.
How?
I know we spoke a bit about the impact that Reteti has on the community around as well.
So like as I was saying from the beginning, that Reteti has always been a support system to animals and to the local community who lives around. So for the last 9 years that Reteti has been here, we call it like Reteti is a community-owned orphanage. First one in Africa. And we have benefited as the community in many ways through Reteti. We have been supported in education. We also employment. We are being employed from the local community. Milk to Market program is a huge project that is helping 1,280 women at the moment who have their bank accounts, and we pay them monthly. The goat milk, we get like more than 700 liters every day. And again, Reteti has also empowered women. This is like the first sanctuary in East Africa to employ women as elephant keepers. At the same time, giving women priority in the villages, because this is the time our parents, our sisters who never gone to school are able to handle like family income. Reteti also is a project that is supporting like sharing water with the local community. It also like hands in hands with our vehicles that the community also rely on them. So it has been a very big support system. Beside that, being like working closely with the Sarara Foundation, we have like mobile schools, we have mobile clinic close by, and a lot that we don't take for granted. So Reteti being here is not only for the elephants. Reteti is here for the entire ecosystem. It has improved the livelihood of people, and also it has given us live in harmony as the indigenous community.
Thank you so much. And then we've got another question around actually how many liters of milk does a goat give daily? But more so, I think interesting how much milk do the elephants get daily as well?
So like goats don't produce a lot of milk, but we have thousands of goats. One goat can give less than a cup, like just one glass of milk. But again, we have thousands of goats in the local community, which is good thing because that has made many people to benefit by bringing milk here. Because if we had like one person who has 100 goats and they're able to produce the 700 liters that we need a day, not everybody could have benefited. So this is like life balance. And again, with the milk that an elephant consume a day, they consume like 16 liters a day.
It's a lot, isn't it?
Yes, a lot.
And I think a great chance to say thank you so much to everyone who donated for the Giving Tuesday campaign, which we've just finally wrapped up this week. We had such an amazing response, and it's going to really help to bolster us and start the year strong in Q1. We've raised a great amount. So thank you so much.
So thank you so much for everyone who have contributed to us. Our job as Reteti has always been an amazing job because of all of us. So this noble work couldn't be this complete. We couldn't be smiling. You can see how the elephants are smiling, the keepers. We are smiling because of you guys. If it were not you, we couldn't be this grateful. So we are much grateful. We are very happy. We invite everyone to visit us here in the northern part of Kenya in Reteti, because this is home to all of us. The animals belong to you, they belong to us, and this is like we are family. We are family far away that we never take for granted. Thank you for your time again. Really means a lot to us. Being just like from a remote area, coming from a small village, having elephants close by, talking to 1,000 people is not something that we can take for granted. This is very special, and we really appreciate you guys. We love you so much. We pray for you every day that your pocket never lack, so that we can always continue with our one goal of saving these special animals who need all of us for their lives.
Thank you so much.
Dorothy, that was the best way to end a live stream Zoom ever. So tricky, we had the start, and just thank you for bringing it home. Thank you for all the work you guys do. I am so grateful for everyone joining.